Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to your live English class. Dear students, we were doing the chapter The Little Girl by Catherine Mansfield. Okay, so we have completed reading that, and now it's time to do the question answers. Okay, so first of all, in today's class, we are going to discuss the question answers of The Little Girl. Okay, so everyone, please take out your books and let's start. Okay, so first of all, there is an exercise in front of us in thinking about the text. Given below are some emotions that Kezia felt. Match the emotions in column A with the items in column B. So what you have to do, you have to pick the right options in this, and there are 7 options related to every emotion. Okay, so what you have to do, simply just think of the emotion and then you can continue. Okay, so like the emotion, first emotion is fear or terror. So when Kezia has this feeling of fear and terror in her, this is what you have to tell. Okay, it's very easy. I believe all of you can do it yourself. Moving on, answer the following questions in 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, so when we are asked to answer in 1 or 2 sentences, our word limit is 30 words. So usually such questions, they come in the exam for 2 marks. Okay, and they are very easy. So take care of the word limit and attempt your paper properly. Okay, so first question is, why was Kezia afraid of her father? It's a very simple question. You know how she thought of him. You have to tell in this question how she used to think of him, because that's why the fear was there. वो डरती क्यों थी? Because उसे लगता था कुछ Kezia को अपने father के बारे में. So that you have to mention in this question. Okay, and it will be answered. Next question: who were the people in Kezia's family? So next you have to, the characters of the story. I told you that there are these characters, so you have to tell only the characters who are related and who are in the family. Okay, like Alice was the cook and Mr. McDonald was there. You don't have to mention them, just those who were related to Kezia. Okay, so one was the father obviously, and other 2 also you have to tell. All right, what was Kezia's father's routine? I told you when we were reading this chapter, beta, please pay attention to the routine, because the routine is very important. Okay, it's the most important thing in the chapter. So you must take care of the routine and answer these questions. Okay, and it's only about the father, but while preparing for exams, take care that you should also know what about the mother of the child. Okay, what about the mother of Kezia? There are just 1 or 2 points, but you must remember them. So before going to his office, you have to tell what he used to do. Then after coming back from his office, that was given how he used to instruct his mother on Sundays. Then from Kezia's viewpoint you have to tell. Okay, so in this question you can use 1 or 2 lines for every part. Okay, it should not be like, sir, we have to use 1 or 2 sentences only for the entire question. No, there are 3 parts, so in total there will be 6-7 sentences. That's fine. Okay, in what ways did Kezia's grandmother encourage her to get to know her father better? So again, there were a few there was one incident. You all know the big incident that you have to mention. And secondly, what you have to mention, how when Kezia's father, he was there at home, at that time, what did the grandmother tell Kezia to do? Grandmother क्या कहती थी Kezia को करने को when the father, he was at home on Sunday? Okay, next, third part. Discuss these questions in class with your teacher. Finally, we are meeting, and I think it's a better discussion now that we are live and we are seeing each other, with your teacher, and then write down answers in 2 or 3 paragraphs each. So 2 or 3 paragraphs means 100 to 150 words. Dear students, when I was checking your papers, it was a little painful for me because you people didn't follow the proper word limit. Okay, so word limit, please make sure that you follow it. You must follow the word limit properly. Okay, if it's an 8, see this question, 100 and 150 words, 2 to 3 paragraphs, and listen, it should be written paragraph wise. It should not be like that you are writing one entire episode of whatever you people watch. No, it should not be like that. What you have to do is, you have to make proper paragraphs. Okay, like in the first paragraph you told about the premise of the question, then moving on you told the situation, then further explain it in the third paragraph, like this. But at least for 8, if you are not making paragraphs, I'm telling you, you are going to lose simply 1 mark, because then your presentation will not be nice and you'll be making more errors and you'll be writing long sentence. Don't write very long sentences. Follow the word limit. Okay, whatever the word limit is, you have to follow that, and then you have to present your answer in such a nice manner that we people face no problems. Okay, so please follow the word limit. Now these questions, they are about counting the important points and their explanation. जो भी important points हैं, अगर किसी question में 3 ही important points है तो आपको 3 ही include करने हैं, but हर point को आपको explain करना है. Okay, you will be explaining the first point in 1 paragraph, second in another, third in another. Likewise, you will write. Now, let's see the first question in this. Kezia's efforts to please her father resulted in displeasing him very much. How did this happen? Okay, so first of all, how will you start this question? You will start this question by giving some context. Okay, like this was Kezia was doing this because of this reason. Okay, what there was an event that was about to happen, right? Father's birthday was there, so start from that, then elaborate. Then this happened. Firstly, she did this. How she was making the pin cushion. Then you can explain this. So basically in this question, your explanation skills, they matter. Okay, stay related, because while explaining it should not be like you are talking about Kezia's father's birthday and then you take up his morning routine. No, that won't be relevant, and that is why it is not at all required. Okay, so please take care of that. Now moving on, next question. Kezia decides that there are different kinds of fathers. What kind of father was Mr. McDonald? So now you have, see, easily in this question you have got your 1 paragraph. Okay, what kind of father was Mr. McDonald? 1 paragraph. And how was he different from Kezia's father? Okay, so now while telling how was he different from Kezia's father, firstly you can tell few things about Kezia's father also. Okay, which will give you write a short paragraph about McDonald's, then about Kezia's father, and then in the end compare them. Compare them side by side and you will get your answer easily. 3 paragraphs. If you want to write only 2 paragraphs, firstly write about Mr. McDonald, then write about Kezia's father. Okay, compare, but in the second paragraph it should be comparison. Okay, if you are going for 2 paragraphs only. How does Kezia begin to see her father as a human being who needs sympathy? Who needs sympathy? So, in this question, again, you have to narrate the entire incident of the night. Okay? Firstly, what happened when he came into Kezia's room? Then, because this will be your first para, then again make another paragraph and tell what happened when they were in the large bedroom. Okay, simply by making 2 paragraphs you can answer this question. Okay, take care of the word limit and narrate the sequence. Please, if you face any difficulty, just open your book, read the chapter and you will get your answers. Okay, there is no complication in this. And dear students, before writing the questions answers, you have to also write these word meanings. Okay, these word meanings are there on the side. Please make sure you write them, and while you are writing in your English notebook, I want all of you to make sure that you write your date and day properly. Everything, the schedule which we are following here, it should be there in your notebook. Okay, please take care of that, everyone. So now we have completed this chapter. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to start with the next unit. So next poem we have Rain on the Roof. All of you please take out Rains on the Roof by Coates Kinney. Okay, so Coates Kinney has written this poem, and in this poem he's talking about rain and sky, and most importantly his feelings. Okay, most of the poetry in English language, it is about appreciating the poetry. Okay, appreciating the feelings. You, if बेटा आपको feelings समझनी है, आप feelings समझ जाओगे अगर poem की, then you will not face any problem in any poem. Okay, so please focus on the feelings, focus on the emotional part. Okay, now when the sky is covered with dark clouds and it starts raining, have you ever listened to the patter of soft rain on the roof? So जब बारिश हो रही होती है, at that time do you listen to the patter? Patter क्या होती है? जो sound होती है ना बेटा, rain हो रही है और फिर उसके बाद जो उससे रेन के गिरने से जो साउंड क्रिएट होती है, दैट इज पैटर. इट्स ऑल्सो कॉल्ड पिटर पैटर, PITTER, and then patter, PATTER. Okay, tap tap tap, this is pitter patter. What thoughts? So first of all, I have heard it, and I think you people have also, because we all, I think everyone likes rain, and that's a general consensus. Next, what thoughts flashed through your mind as you heard this melody of nature? So what thoughts came to your mind when you heard this melody of nature, when you heard this song of nature? So the answer to this it will be different for everyone, because some people they become happy when it rains, some people they become sad. So it varies person to person, and some people they enjoy food, some people they enjoy dancing, singing, playing in the rain. So accordingly thoughts come into our mind related to whatever we are doing at that time. All right, so let's start reading the poem. Rain on the roof. By Coates Kimmy. When the humid shadows hover. Humid shadows refers to the dark clouds which have water. Okay, so जब clouds आ रहे होते हैं, the poet here said that they hover, ऊपर हवा में वो घूमते हैं, over all the starry spheres. Starry spheres means जो stars होते हैं, जो हमारा sky होता है नाइट टाइम में, वो ओके, तो वो कैसे उसके सामने घूम रहे होते हैं. And the melancholy darkness. Melancholy means sad, depressing. And the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. So now what is happening? जब clouds आ जाएंगे तो वो rain भी आएगी उसके बाद. Okay, so when it starts raining, it becomes quite sad and depressing, and it looks like as if tears are falling from a human's eye. Okay, जैसे किसी इंसान की आंखों से आंसू गिर रहे हो, ऐसा हो रहा है. Because for the poet he finds this darkness sad. For you people might find rain a happy emotion, but the writer he is sad. Now he is saying, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed. Okay, so we have another word, bliss, B-L-I-S-S. Bliss means blessing. Okay, bliss means blessing or comfort. Cottage chamber. What is cottage chamber? It means bedroom. So now the poet he is saying that it is such a comfort, it is such a blessing to press the pillow, okay, to lie down on the pillow and hear the rain, okay, and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. So अगेन वो यही कह रहा है कि बेड में जाकर आराम से सोते, बेड के पिलो पे सर रखकर, पिलो मीन्स तकिया, ओके, सो पिलो पे सर रखकर आराम से जो रेन हो रही है, रेन, उस रेन को सुनना. ओके, पैटर, वी हैव अनदर वर्ड, PATTR. It means it is sound made by रेन ड्रॉप्स जैसे गिरती हैं, सो दे मेक दिस साउंड. And lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. So overhead means सर के ऊपर, जो सर के ऊपर एरिया है वहां पे. ओके, पोएट वो अपने बेडरूम में है. ओके, पोएट जो है वो अपने बेडरूम में है और बारिश की आवाज सुन रहा है वो. ओके, एंड जो सैड डार्कनेस है उसे ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे कि किसी इंसान की आंखों से कोई इंसान रो रहा हो, उसकी आंखों से आंसू गिर रहे हो. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. So tinkle क्या, जो ड्रॉप गिर रहे, वाटर ड्रॉप गिर रही है उसको बोल रहे हैं. And what is shingles? Shingles are tiles used on roof. जैसे इफ यू पीपल माइट हैव सीन कि जैसे वेस्टर्न होम्स होते हैं तो उनमें घर ऐसे होते हैं ऊपर से और थोड़ा से डिजाइन करके ब्लू टाइल्स सी होती हैं, ब्लू कलर की, रेड ग्रे कलर की. दे आर शिंगल्स. ओके, दे आर shingles. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. So जो वो साउंड क्रिएट हो रही है वो उसके हार्ट में भी क्रिएट हो रही है. ओके, जो साउंड क्रिएट हो रही है वो उसे दिल से फील कर पा रहा है. ओके, he is able to connect with that sound. And 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start. So जो इसके thoughts हैं, जो तरह तरह के इसके thoughts हैं, they are coming into action. Okay, वो अब उसके mind में आ रहे हैं, उसके जो उसकी imagination है उसको वो capture कर रहे हैं. Okay, उसको feeling वैसी आ रही. And 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof. So 1,000 recollections. Recollection means old memories. Recollections means old memories. So जो उसकी पुरानी यादें हैं, ओके, वो उसके माइंड में आ रही हैं. और जो मेमोरीज हैं दे आर नॉट क्लियर. ओके, इट्स नॉट लाइक कि उसको बिल्कुल क्लियरली मेमोरीज सब जो हैं वो उसको याद आ रही हैं. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. वो मिक्स हो रही हैं उसके माइंड में. ओके, और कैसे मिक्स हो रही हैं? दे आर वीविंग एन एयर थ्रेड इनटू वुफ. जैसे सिलाई होती है तो उसमें धागों का पैटर्न होता है ना, सिमिलरली, और वो धागे मिक्स से लगते हैं. सिमिलरली जो मेमोरीज भी हैं जो उसके माइंड में आ रही हैं वो मिक्स हो रही हैं. ओके, वो स्ट्रेट नहीं हैं, वो मिक्स हो रही हैं. दे आर मिक्सिंग. As I listen to the okay, one word I skipped, woof. So woof is referring to the pattern in which clothes are made. जैसे पहले धागा बनता है ना, क्लोथ बनाने के लिए पहले धागा होता है, वो उसको जोड़ते हैं. ओके, सो दैट इज द पैटर्न. वो वुफ कहते हैं उसको, जिस पैटर्न में हम धागों को ऐड करते हैं. As I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. तो जैसे मुझे वो पैटर्न सुनाई दे रहा होता है, जैसे मैं उसको सुन रहा होता हूँ, सो मेरी मेमोरीज मुझे याद आती हैं, बट क्लियरली नहीं, मिक्स होते हुए. ओके, सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू टुडे. and now I want you to let me know if you have any doubts. Please comment and let me know. Okay, that's it for today's class. Thank you.